Assalamualaikum and good evening to our teachers. My name is Ilham Hakimi bin Muhammad Azharin. Today, my group and me would like to discuss about why is studying abroad is challenging. To begin with, my point is it necessary to understand what the cost of living studying abroad include in order to have an approximate ideas of expenses for your living and studying in other countries? One should take into consideration the fact that depending on a country he or she want to study in, the average amount of money one will have to spend with between a few $1,000 per semester. Tuition fee is definitely the biggest and the primary expense one has to cover to study abroad. Pay attention to the tuition fees, type of funding, and term of public education system a host institution has in order to choose a place that will hit your pockets. Secondly, investigate whether a program you take part in offers you a living and provide you with meal. If not, rent and food will be another hard concern a student will face with when studying in other countries. Moreover, the cost you will have to spend will depend on the currency and the average level of living of the local population. Another aspect that belongs to the category of major expenses of student has to cover is transportation. Also pay attention to the cost of public transportation, which you are likely to use on a daily basis. Is it also important to be extremely attentive while reading the term of a program you take part, as well as try having participating and winning some scholarship? Bradley, what do you think?
I think Ilham's point is good, but mine is better because it makes us homesick. It is easy to feel homesick when everything around you is so unfamiliar. You will miss the things you find comfort in, such as the sofa in your living room and your annoying yet lovable siblings. The daily activities and routines all change, and you are exposed to a new and different choices. Some of these prove difficult as we have many habits at home, and when they are changed, you are far away from the comfort of family and friends to help you through it. Next, this feeling of homesick will affect immensely when you are bored. For example, if you already do your assignment, work or project that given from the lecturer, you will become lonely. So whenever this happens, you will start to thinking about your family or friends that you are very close to and want to chat with them or express your feeling that you have been through these difficult things. Besides that, you will also have to communicate with your parents because of the time zone is different. So the percentage for you to have a chat or video with your parents will be very less, and this will make you feel homesick. And if you cannot control the feeling, maybe it will affect your result in exam. So these are the some reason why some people feel homesick when studying abroad. What about you, Fakri?
Yes, I agree with your opinion. Now, I will explain my point about why studying abroad is challenging. Students who are going to study abroad will feel the culture shock. Firstly, what is culture shock really about and how to cope with it? International education provides a great opportunity to experience cultural diversity and improve cross-cultural understanding. But everything comes at a price. Besides the actually financial expenditure, study abroad programs go hand in hand with an often unexpected or underestimated cost. International students have to cope with the arising culture shock while studying abroad. In this section, we define culture shock and its possible positive and negative impacts on your life abroad. Right after, that we give you dozens of examples for culture shock and we offer a list of solutions to help you to cope with the negative effect. Maybe you heard this term on an anthropology class back in the day. Maybe not. So let's get down to business. Culture shock is a series of unusual feelings that hit you when you move to a country where the country is very different from the culture you got used to. There is nothing to worry about. It is a common thing among international students. Culture shock can be shocking for two reasons. Either something new and extraordinary happen in the host culture, or a crucial culture element of your home culturing is missing. Culture shock is not a joke. Once you start your international study in a foreign country, you have to face the culture shock and you have to conquer it. There are a few causes of culture shock, such as they expected a more similar social and cultural environment. Second one, the new environment seems to the irrational, unpleasant, or even hostile. The last one is it looks impossible to explore and understand the host culture. What do you think, Bradley?
I think your point is quite good, but for me, in my opinion, studying abroad challenging because it can make us lack of friends. So it is not always easy to make friends in a new city, especially if you are shy or an introvert person. You need to start it with the social and activity clubs at your university. At times, your mood may fluctuate during your stay abroad. Assignment can be stressful at times. So treat your psychological state of mind the way you will take care of your body. Try to keep yourself calm, be with good friends, and keep yourself busy in interesting activities. If required, ask for help from a counselor or psychology to talk about things leading you towards your anxiety and depression. Besides that, if you are with people from diverse culture and religious background speaking different languages, communication becomes a major challenges in certain cases. It is difficult to find out like-minded people as the mindset is more likely to vary for each individual who comes to study with you. So be prepared to spend time with all by yourself for good hobbies till you find people who can actually be your friends.
I think I quite agree with Fakri, but I think the main reason why student face it's quite challenging to study abroad is because of the language difference. The language difference is the one of the most prevalent difficulties students face when studying abroad. You may have spent previous 5 years studying the language, yet it will seem entirely foreign once you arrive in the country. Locals utilize slang you are unfamiliar with, and the same subject can be described with multi-phrase. As example, British students found it quite hard to study in America because the different of the slang. England use British English while America use American English. Of course, there are differences between the slang. For example, football is called soccer in America, while football in America is rugby. And a few countries like Germany or Japan, the people there cannot speak in English that good, so it is hard to communicate with them. So you have to learn their language if you want to understand completely on what you want to talk. Okay, learning under other language is not as easy as you think. You know, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean have so many characters to memorize to learn on their language. It took a few months to fluently speaking on the language. So study abroad is not as easy as other people think actually. So, okay, for after a few seconds of discussion, I think me and my group think that Bentley's idea is the best. That is homesick. Okay, because many people think it is a normal thing, but homesick is not that good. It is because if you study far from your family, you will feel homesick, and it will affect your result in your exam and whatever. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.